Hello, my lovelies. Welcome back. This is our cozy and realistic nomad series where we play as General of the Minutemen, working to rebuild the Commonwealth one settlement at a time. And today we are continuing our build here at Croup Manor. It's just about dawn, so we have these lovely cotton candy clouds going on, and this is just going to be such a lovely day. Now we have Curie, she's still in her robot form. I'm hoping as we sort of build here with her, she's going to trust us a little more and maybe we can get her into her human form by the time we're done here. But I won't be mad if we don't. Right now, Preston is just sort of assigned here to wait for us. We do have the Brahmin who has made it out of the house, thank goodness. So we've done a lot of reconstruction so far. We've got some extra sunrooms. Sunroom there, sunroom back there. Let's start with just sort of a tour of the house and where we are so far, and we can talk through what we want to put inside, and then we can start putting things inside. I think we're about done with repairs, but as I say that, you never really know. It's really early in the morning because I want to, sorry, Preston is talking. It's really early in the morning because I wanted to maximize the amount of time of daylight we would have to build, but that means the sunlight hasn't quite reached inside, so I'll have my Pip-Boy on for now. This little entryway room is also so interesting to me because we have this broken wall, which sort of implies that there was a wall here, but I don't understand what that wall would do unless this was just like a little entryway mudroom, which maybe it is. That could be okay. This section, now that we've repaired this wall, this is just a lovely little nook, and I almost feel like this could be sort of the grab-and-go clinic area. Like maybe one of the med students or all the med students have to put in hours here, and this is where like people who are just, travelers coming in can get materials and supplies. Hi. Just pause on your dialogue for a sec because it's really difficult to talk when they're talking. This, I know we wanted it to be the mess hall. It probably still will be the mess hall. Is there a door on here? Yes, there is a door on here. It probably still will be the mess hall, but we've extended it a little bit like this. So they have this greenhouse area, which I think is just lovely. We could put some plants in here. I think that would be a nice place to start. I'm also realizing as I'm in here that maybe it would make sense if one of these walls was a door so they can get out this way as well. Just because if you have plants, it'd probably be nice to be able to, shake some dirt off or something. I would love for it to be this wall, but I'm worried that if I move this wall, I won't be able to put a door back in place. Let me quick save. Because if we could just replace this without having to move the entire structure. Oh, it does look like it'll click. Oh, marvelous. Just, you know what I'm saying? A door here instead. So this has also access to the outdoors if they need it or want it. Oh, that's marvelous. Okay, that's lovely. And that door, I wanted that to open outwards. Let's find another door that does open outwards. I think this one will. No, that's still open inwards. Okay, hold on. If we scrap this one, and then can I rotate this? Oh, it looks like we got an extra person. Oh, marvelous. Okay, we'll come back. Maybe this is where we start. It's just putting some plants in this greenhouse area because we're at 6 food. Yeah, with the mute fruit we put down outside, but it's not a great setup for them as we're getting more people, which is great. We love that we're getting more people. I want this settlement to really thrive. We don't have room in the Don't Be Mad at Me setup, so we're just gonna put 2 down here for now. And then as far as defense goes, I guess we do kind of have to think about, we can just put another machine gun turret down. I'll take it. Let's do heavy machine gun turret because they provide a little more. Yeah, let's replace you with a heavy one. There we go. That should help keep them happy for a bit. And we could assign somebody to a guard post. We'll come back to that. Hi. Okay, so we have our entry room. We have this little nook possibly for medical supplies. We have this room that is possibly a restaurant, even possibly a mess hall. We have this greenhouse that'll probably hold a lot of the food that they need to grow for that. This area, now we've stepped back into the more residential area, so maybe this could be like couches and sort of a nook for them all to relax. And then down here, I imagine this being storage since we can't build inside the actual basement part, but I think some storage down there would be really useful for them. Because then as we come up, this is where all like the med students kind of live. We did add this greenhouse, this mini greenhouse, which I just adore. I don't know what goes in here yet though. Let me know what we should do with this room because we don't have plans for it yet. This is the bathroom. We can also put bathroom furniture in it. We should. These repairs just delight me. They're so wonderful. Preston's hanging out here. I think this is our classroom. I think this makes sense to be a classroom. And then coming up to the sort of living level. I don't know what it is with these people in the stairs. Hi. Oh, we've got a good group building here. Okay, so in my head, this is sort of a dormitory, and then a sunroom. Or this could be more plants too. This could be sort of apothecary vibes. And then this room, I was thinking this room is like Curie's room, like sort of a headmistress's office. What is that? That wall is part of downstairs. Ah, I see. Very nice. Okay. We'll get to up here because I'm not entirely sure because doing all of this as a one person's room and all of this as a room, it just feels like kind of wasted space if this is also a sitting room, because I already said like down here would be a lovely sitting room space. Like there's a lot of sitting room spaces and maybe we want more of those to be medical spaces. Maybe this is a medical space. Maybe this is where beds of patients go. We can add more walls. Wait, let me feel around up here again. Could this be the dorm and this be a surgical suite? Could this be a surgical suite? That could be neat. We can also still put walls in here. Like we don't necessarily have to be done with the walls, you know? Oh, and they would fit in here nicely. Is that too wide or could we kind of do, like if I want to make this a surgical suite, you know what I mean? I'm just going to put this down. Yeah, we can always revisit. We can always revisit. We can always polish. That doesn't want to go there. Do we have walls that are smaller? I know with the barn set we have like this, but I don't know how much good that's going to do us here. We have this. That's not terrible. Especially if we could pillar glitch it into place the way we've been doing. That's not bad at all. I'm just feeling this out. We can redo this with pieces that are prettier and make more sense. I forgot we have these big doors. Hold up, we could use a big door. It just wouldn't function as a door, but that's okay. They don't need to know that it's actually a door, you know? And we could pillar glitch that more into place. I'm just playing around. Because this could be a surgical suite. This could be the OR, even. You know, we could put a sign up here. We could put sinks for them to wash their hands and stuff. And then this could have a bunch of beds in it. I actually kind of like that. And then this could stay the dorm. Hi. With beds this way. I wouldn't want beds in here, though, because it would get hot, right? Maybe not. Maybe that is where they live. Can I get this closer without doing our little glitch? Just trying to make a note of like where it would intersect with that door. I do like this as a material. It just adds a bit of different texture. For now, let's scrap those. This could be something else too. I don't know what yet. Could this even be another room? I really just want to feel out. It could be. That could be another bedroom. Because then we could have operating room, more beds, maybe more farmland out there. That could be really good. That could be really good. Okay, but I don't want to get ahead of ourselves because I know we want to give them better food setup. And I think that starts down here on the base level. And also, I can't keep doing these stairs. Okay, let's start in here. We have the Brahmin. That probably needs a good outdoor setup too. We can repair these. Okay. I think we have more than enough to get started with here. Let's consider this greenhouse. And is there a door on this wall? No, there isn't. Let's put a door on the wall. Let's actually, this door was a more glassy door. So let's put that there. By glassy door, I think I just meant fragile door compared to like a metal door like this, which I think would be better for this outdoor part. Yeah, okay, that's nice. And this, I would love if this opened this way, I guess.
You're not thinking of going for a swim, are you?
Yeah, because then we're not blocking off this. Preston has a lot of thoughts about this location, which is interesting. Because in a lot of the places we've built, he hasn't had much to say at all. I really love the fish tables. Which, are they in tables? Maybe they're not. Maybe they're in miscellaneous decor? Ooh, okay. I love a bathtub for pillar glitching plants into. So let's put a bathtub here just because I know we'll use that. And then these are also so lovely just because they seem a little rickety. There's room for drainage, all that good stuff. So we're going to put this here too because we're going to want to get some plants on that. I know we have... I'm just trying to get this in a place where it's like going to be visible for us to play with. Can I close that door? Yeah, we're just playing out here. I know we have the garden plots, but to be honest, that just takes up so much space. That's not a very elegant solution for the things we're trying to do. So what else do we have? I saw somebody else in a build that I don't remember where it is, which is so frustrating because it was such a good build. I can't remember if it was YouTube or just screenshots on the Fallout Settlements subreddit, which is also such a good source of inspiration. This, to me, also seems like something could grow in it. Like, it just kind of seems like a little box, you know? Same with this. That could be nice, but it doesn't go, like, on top of that table because that table's too small, right? Yeah, that table's way too small. But could this be, like, a raised bed over here? Oh, it doesn't even have to be a raised bed. That could honestly be cool on the floor. Hold on, I think we'd move it out so I could pillar glitch stuff into it. That's not bad. If we could mimic that as a garden bed, that's lovely. I know it's a floor, so it's gonna keep wanting to behave like a floor. But that doesn't mean we have to let it be a floor. Oh, we got the waves going on in the background. Some of these rugs feel like dirt. Like in a good way. Like I think... I wonder if I'd believe it more that mute fruit was growing out of that. Or just the wiry bits itself. I know. Can only go in dirt. Do you know what I mean? Like, would you believe that it's pushing through the mesh? I guess I don't really need the mats. I like that the mats make it look like dirt. But I wish they were bigger. That one looks very much like a bath mat. that one. Yeah, there's no getting around the fact that that's a rubber mat. But this one looks dirty. I think this one looks the most like dirt. I don't know what order this is going to have to go in. Basically, my idea is that we can pillar glitch the mute fruit on top of this floor piece, and then it's like we have the indoor growing. Hi! Oh, you've already assigned yourself to that. Okay. Well, I'm going to make things a little difficult for you because I'm going to be moving it. Let's do the conduit thing to sort of push it out a little bit. Now, pillar glitching plants is weird, especially when they're like already assigned. So this might get a little funky. But I think we should be okay. That looks like it's right on the dirt. Honestly, yeah. Because now, oh, am I going to be able to grab this whole thing? That didn't grab the plant. Uh-oh. And see, sometimes with plants, it's because it's still assigned to where it was. Like, it might still think the plant is over here. Yeah, it does. That's the problem. Shoot. Okay. Shoot. Because it now thinks... Crap. Okay, okay. I messed it up. Let's try and just put it back in the dirt like this. Okay, it's back in the dirt now. Can I move this to intersect with the plant? Like this whole thing. Can I put it under the plant and then grab the whole thing? Would that work? I'm trying to remember how we did the bathtubs when we did Green Top Nursery. Am I far enough away from things? I think I'm gonna want the bathtub for corn. I don't know why that makes sense to me, but that's what my brain is telling me. Let's see if we can do 2, or I would love 3 if we can smush them together. Oh, yeah, it's not tracking. The first one is there. Uh-oh. I'm making this too difficult for myself with the mats, so let's try without the mats. I'm just gonna try to grab everything at once. Okay, it's grabbed it all, including a wall. Where did it get that wall? Let's just move over this way in hopes that it won't select the wall. Nah, that wall's coming with us. That's unfortunate. What wall is that? Can we redo that wall later? Let's just try placing this again, but a little farther from the wall. I don't know if that's gonna work, but we're gonna try. Oh, look, he's farming through that wall. I don't know if we're far enough away from the barn wall. Probably not? Yeah, probably not. All right, let's try scooching everything over. We don't even really need to pillar glitch. Wait, where are the trees? There's 1, 2. I'd like to get these 3 in a row. Oh, that looks pretty 3 in a row to me. This one is it's gonna be weird. I know it. Because we've already selected it. You really only get like one chance. Because they start acting so weirdly. Okay. That. And then that. And now can I grab all of them? Yes, but I still grabbed the indoor wall. Oh my goodness. I didn't think we were that close. All right. We'll try again. We could also do this in the front yard and then just drag it back here. That's an option too. How is that not close enough to group select, but we keep group selecting the inside wall? All right. What do we think? Is that gonna do it? That's wild. I can't place this, right? Yeah, I think we gotta rebuild this in the front yard. Sorry, man. We're just gonna bring this all over to the front yard where we can't accidentally ruin the landscaping we've done so far. Now, will the pillars go through the concrete? I feel like we already learned this and I forgot. Yes, it looks like they will. Marvelous. Let's come here. This feels like a relatively clear area if we can go through the concrete. Don't come over here. Why do you need to be right in the way? Okay. What did I want? Oh, the floor. I know I sort of latched onto that floor, but there are other floors too. Not necessarily in warehouse. Did barn have anything that sort of read as a planter? It looks like barn has kind of the exact same ones. Like the exact same ones. Like the exact same one. Okay. What about scaffolding? Scaffolding is sometimes a little smaller. No, there's not enough holes to make that read as a planter box. Anything else? Box cars. Did vault have anything? There are some neat like vault supports, vault walls. Like these are sometimes neat. But I don't think here. And then I just sort of skipped shack entirely, but I really don't think they have anything. Yeah. And concrete. Concrete's not got the, oh, I'm in roofs, not flooring at all. That's not wire, is it? Yeah, no, that's shocker. Concrete. But I do like these walls that they have. Okay. Yeah, so we do want to try and do this with one of these floors. Let's do sort of the same thing we did, which is just how many mute fruit can we get in a row. And I'd love these to be as tight as possible. It might be 3. Oh, this is getting in the way. We're just playing around, trying to find those sweet spots. I wonder if the roots are actually where the collision mesh is, because that could help. You know, something that occurred to me that we don't do, but that would be so lovely to do. Could we fit a 4th one here? is using the pillar glitch to sink the mute fruit to be like a hedge. Because I always talk about them like they're hedges. We could like sink them in there so they really look like a hedge too. Okay, I don't think this fourth one is gonna line up in a way that works. Maybe. That feels a little too far out though. Let's try it. Oh, maybe it does. Okay. So now, yeah, I do want the conduit. It just gives me like a little bit of extra room, and in tight things like this, it's just nice to have that extra room. Okay. So we're not selecting any walls. We just have this. And we're just gonna try and set it up so it's, oop, this is such a weird angle. So it's holding all 4 of these. That feels pretty good to me. Yeah. And now can we bring all of these inside? It looks like it. The ghost of the plant will still be outside. Oh, no, we need, we're gonna need to be able to sink the pillar, which a lot of people in the last few videos have suggested using the campfire. The reason I'm not using the campfire is just because it's really hard to aim where you want something to go, because the campfire, it has such a small space that you can actually sink a pillar into. I can show you. Where is the campfire? It's not even in here. I think it's a miscellaneous decoration. It does count as dirt. I can show you as I bring this over. Like, you gotta make it, oh, I guess the range is a little bigger than I thought it was. Oh, well, we're already on, we're already on dirt, so that's not really a good demo. Like, I can't sink into the ground here, but I could here, but I can't here again. So the sort of margin of error that you get is tight. So for now, we'll just remove the doors or the walls. Let's see if this works. Oh, you know what? I am going to quick save, because if we can't put the doors back on after, we would have to redo this. Sorry, I know you're farming. Okay, so as close against this left spot as we can, which I think the walls are going to have a hard time going back on over it if we do it here. But I think that's okay. That feels good to me. Can these go back on is the question. Oh, yes. Wonderful. Oh, that's lovely. Okay, so now we've got greenhouse step 1. We've got mute fruit inside. That's marvelous. And I know I said I'd do a bathtub. That took me a long time to remember the word bathtub in here, but I think this is too tight. Too tight of a space. So maybe we get creative with what else can fit in here. We can go back to these fish tables, which again aren't in tables. Forgot that already. Furniture miscellaneous. Maybe we do like one here and one here, and this time we use the rug thing. I think that could work. Let's try and put plants on these. I think we could do 2. And I know we didn't use the rugs for the big mute fruit, but I think, here we go. I think we could use them here. We might have to get them up with a pillar glitch, but that's okay. Yeah, that looks, I mean, that looks like dirt to me. Yeah, these won't go up by themselves. Let's see if we can't do plants on them. Yeah, we're gonna have to glitch these just a little bit. Okay, we can do that. Because imagine like 2 carrots Potato feels too big. Yeah, I think we just do a bunch of carrots here. Yeah, that won't get close enough. We're gonna pillar glitch these into place. Which I think means these come out of the way. Oh, I can do like this. And then we just have to pillar this one over. That one's actually too close. Huh. A lot of this isn't fitting together in the ways I thought it would. Do I even need... Ooh, I'm too close. To pillar if I can just... Why am I selecting... Oh, because the mute fruit plant ghosts are all here. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Oh, is this moving the mute fruit? It is. Shoot. Okay, because the ghosts of them... That's so dumb. No. No. This is my mistake. We got to use a different area to make this happen. That's so funny. But they're back here. Okay. We're just going to store all of these. Don't worry about it. This is so silly because that's where the mute fruit are. Okay. I forgot. I didn't forget. It just sucks that they're weird like that, you know? Okay. So trying to do it again. This probably won't crash the game. Probably. Okay, so what did we do? We did plant down and then dirt. Or at least something that looks like dirt. Down. And then we want to grab... Is this going to really mess up this settlement to have all these like ghost plants hanging around? And grab. It's not selecting the carrot. Why aren't you selecting the carrot? Let's try a pillar. No. Sometimes this works better if the carrot already has like a carrot. Hi, can you farm that and make it sprout? We're introducing a lot of glitches here. No, not this one. Although, will I be able to pick this up? Yes. Okay, interesting. So I can pick up that one, but I can't pick... Oh, wait, what if I do the rug separately? Give me this. And now we'll do like that. Okay, I regret assigning him. Can I put you here instead? Sorry, I just need to get you out of the way while we do farm work. Okay, that picked it up with, yep, there we go. Okay, so now if both of them go together like this, and now a pillar glitch. No, that didn't pick up the other one. Why not? You came over on the mat. Why don't you like the mat? I want to use a different post because I'm going to need some more wiggle room. Oh, God, this is stupid. Because the carrot ghost is actually still over here, which is ridiculous. Okay, that carrot's there and the mat is there. You'll see what I mean. We could just do one. There could just be a singular carrot on each of these. Or we could just do more mute fruits. Hold on. Okay, here's my thinking. Because pillar glitching plants leaves the weird ghost plant behind and then it makes it hard to pillar glitch again, I don't think we can get 2 carrots onto the fish rack. So I think we only have 1 plant that's going to go on the fish rack. And if that's the case, I would rather it be a mute fruit that produces more food per, plant we're able to get on it. So if we do the same thing with these rugs as dirt, now we're going to pillar glitch this whole thing. Now we're going to pillar glitch this whole thing. And now this lives on the fish rack like that. Oh, but then same question. I won't be able to pillar glitch the plant again. Shoot. Can I pillar glitch the plant without the rug? Oop. Did I store it? I don't remember where it went. Yeah, okay. Oh, wait. No. I'm forgetting our order of operations here. When pillar glitching other things, the selection, whatever it is, comes with us. So like I can pillar glitch this table and I can move the table a lot, and then the table can still come with us from the next place I grab it. But the mute fruit will not come with us. So we only get the 1 shot. But I can grab it all at once like this. See, now we have this lovely mute fruit on a table, which I would love to shove in this corner. Can I? Okay, it's inside. And that seems to be on the floor. How do we feel? That's not bad. That's not bad at all. Would we like it better if it was a carrot? Because now I'm seeing it sort of all together and I'm like, I might like that better if it was a carrot because it's just visually different. I think it should be a carrot. Do we still like this though? Because it's taking up so much of the floor plan and I almost feel like it should be the bathtubs. I don't really want to redo everything we just did, but you know what? I'm not in any rush. I hope that wasn't too painful to see me redo it all like that. It's just such a small space. And I want to make sure we're using it all as efficiently as possible. Let's get that conduit back. Is this whole episode going to be trying to put plants in the greenhouse? It might be. I'm so sorry. But that gives us time for you to tell me what to do with those upstairs rooms. If you liked the idea of doing an operating room up there, or if you want to do more walls inside so we can put more like dormitory up there, we can. We have all the time in the world and nowhere to be. The bombs have already fallen. I think that might be why I find a post-apocalypse story is so soothing. And I know that's weird to say, but I know I'm not the only one who feels it. There's just something about it that's like, yeah, there's nowhere I need to be. The worst has already happened, you know? And maybe there's also a part of it that makes me appreciate that, like, that's not where we're at right now, as bad as things feel. At least I'm not getting radiation poisoning. Ooh. That tree is sticking out the bottom of this. Hold on. Let's try that one more time. And it's already nighttime. I mean, good thing we started at dawn, right? Okay. What about that? Oh, that feels good. That feels like a real good grip. Oh, but we need somewhere to land them. So let me take the door off, or the wall off again. That should let us place. I can't believe it's dark out already. Okay, now we have our mute fruit in the tub. Okay, do we like this better than the scaffolding floor? I hope we do. I think I do. It's just a slightly smaller footprint. Okay, how's that? Can the door... Oh, did I put it too close? Or does it just not want to go back? Why won't you spin? Uh-oh. Why doesn't this want to go anywhere, really? Maybe I did just place that too close. Where it wants to go there, but not here. I did put it too close, and I didn't save before doing that one. That's annoying. Yeah, and I can't grab all at once. All right, let's try one more time. I know I just keep restarting this. But that's okay. There's no rule that we have to get things right on the first try. I'm hoping once I store these mute fruits, the ghosts of them go away. Like, I hope I'm not just accumulating a bunch of mute fruit ghosts. All right, we'll set this all up again. And I will quick save before this one in case the same thing happens again. Oh, I didn't get the conduit. Okay, there we go. And let's do it from this side. No, I want the shorter side to be on the inside, and we'll end up placing it like this. Okay. Logic, logic, logic. That feels good. Now we'll quick save. Now we'll grab the whole thing. And we're going to try and place it with enough room still for the door, and then we'll sleep until we have better lighting. We were able to place the other, like, floor piece so close when we were doing this with the scaffolding that I got spoiled a little bit. Okay. Oh, is that still not close? Oh, no, we are close enough. Okay. Whew. Oh, did I accidentally put that in the ground a little bit? That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. I'm okay with that. Is this backwards? No, that's fine. I would like to do a fish rack, and then another tub. Yeah, you know what? I do like the tub. I know it made us, you know, start over, but I think it's worth it. And we can sleep until we get some sunlight back here. I'm really enjoying Croup Manor, just taking our time to really do these repairs properly, really get it polished, really have it feel comfortable. And I like, too, that it gives, like I said, you guys a little more time to weigh in. Because there are some things in previous builds we've done that I see comments later. Like the build at that location has already, I keep going into tables. The build at that location is already wrapped up. And then I see comments. And I'm like, dang it. Like, that's a great idea that I wish had been called out. Like the cliffside build we did. Was it Longfellow's cabin? We did that little cliffside thing that I loved so much, but somebody like very recently commented that I didn't put any windows for the person living there to appreciate the cliffside view. And as soon as I read that comment, I was like, oh my goodness, you are 100% right. I guess that would also be solved if I was doing these builds live and people could comment. But, well, one, that really only works if you can join at the exact time as the live, and I know we're all in different time zones, so I don't really want to restrict it to you have to be there at the exact same time. And two, I feel like I'm still trying to figure out why my webcam lags the way it does, and trying to stream while play at the same time probably isn't going to make that any better. Okay, what little plants do we want here in this mini planter? We could do a row of carrots, which I think could be really nice. But since it's longer, we could also do like a gourd or a melon. Potatoes still feel too tall. I think carrots get my vote. 2 carrots. 3 if we can fit it, but we probably won't be able to fit it. The carrots need a lot of space. It's weird. That should hopefully be enough. Anyway, TLDR, I like when you comment. Okay, now we are grabbing this setup. See, we're getting more into the groove of this. And now all of this comes with us. There we go. Now we got 2 carrots on this. Nope. I forgot to open the wall to make this possible, didn't I? So we've quick saved. Let's just leave these walls off for a second. Hi, Curie. I hope Carrie doesn't regret coming with us, since we've spent every hour of her life since just rebuilding here. Okay. How's that? Yeah. Okay, now we've got 2 carrots in there. That's great. And I'm just checking that the door can, or not the door, the wall can still go back on. Yes, it can. And then do we want one more bathtub? I think we can fit one more bathtub here. Maybe with a different plant to sort of spice things up. Maybe potato or corn. We could do corn. I think potato would be nice. We've sort of used that land that has the ghost crops on it. Yes, let's do it here. Yeah, I think potatoes will be nice. We'll just do the same thing we've been doing. with a bathtub. And I want to grab this side of the bathtub so it sort of tilts down once it's inside. And we'll do what we've been doing with the conduits. And we'll get the warehouse pillar. We'll do a long one so we can really sink it in and select. Same here. I know the Brahmin is wondering when we are going to get around to doing a proper Brahmin pen. We will. Okay. Like that. Yeah, that feels pretty good to me. We'll quick save. And we'll grab the whole thing. I wonder if Curie being a robot brings down the happiness here. I think it does. All right. Oh, that feels really good. Seeing all those together. I'm glad we took the time to redo this. Because I really like the idea of planting them in like floor. Uh-oh. Oh, no. That goes on. Yeah, we double checked. I like the idea of planting them in a floor, but this looks amazing. What else would go in a greenhouse like this? Because I almost feel like a bookshelf would be wonderful. And then if we do a bookshelf, I'm wondering if there's a way to do plants on top of a bookshelf. Like, I don't know. We could also do these shelves, which do feel more outdoors. Let's just put them down. Ooh, that's very nice. What else do we have? We have all these things. We have the racks, which I always like the racks because I feel like you could lean tools up against them, like a shovel or something. A sink, a sink would be neat here. But I don't know if it's necessary. Dispenser, you could convince me that the dispenser has like fertilizer in it or something. What about containers? Oh, this could be good. This could be good here instead of the shelf because it's longer. Oh, it's going to fight to go down against that rubble, but we could pillar glitch it. We can pillar glitch anything. I'll be honest, I like the bookshelf better. I do think the cabinet makes more sense, but for some reason, the metal bookshelf this one just feels good. What else do I want here? Am I thinking decorations? Do we want to try and like hang a lantern from the roof? That could be cool. Do we want a sign for like hydroponics here? I think I'd want a flat sign. In here? Oh, this doesn't want to play nice on the warehouse wall though. Uh-oh. Oh, there we go. Okay. That's our hydroponics. Why is that floating so far up? I thought it was right against it. I don't want it to be floating. I guess it could go like here. I'd like it more in the other window. Can I grab it back? Uh-oh. How did I place it? Oh, there we go. Oh, I wouldn't mind it in this window if we could get it there. If that's like flat against the wall. Yeah, it is. Okay, that's wonderful. That's lovely. What else goes here? I like these because it does seem like they're monitoring the growth conditions of the plants. And I like these little crates because it does feel like they would have some research materials in them. Maybe a lot of these plants came out of vaults. It seems like a thing that Curie would know, like which vaults had plant samples in it that could be used. Is that going up too high on the mound of dirt? I don't think so. There we go. That's really lovely. What else can go out here? I really like the idea of using a lot of the vault stuff because of Curie. Like, she would have knowledge of where the other vaults were, what they had in them. Is there one that goes well in a hydroponics? Eat well, live well could go here because it's like, yeah, an eating thing. It's got junk food on it though, which I don't love. How do I grab this back? Uh-oh. The game may have already made the choice for us that that poster stays there. Well, why could I place it? Okay, you know what? I love it there. I've decided that I love it there. This feels like something could grow out of it. You know? Like, I bet we could put a carrot inside the ashtray. Cat bowl. Crib. Oh, I like the idea of sneaking along flamingo in here just because it's a garden, you know? Maybe one of the students just thought it was fun. Oh, and then I forgot these. Hold up. These are great too. Because I know they're not going to produce anything, but they're plants. Oh, yes, yes, yes. We'll do 1, 2 like that. And then I think we're going to try and put stuff on the shelves. Oh, these are going to be so good here too. Can they go in the shelves or are we going to want to do junk on the shelves? Ooh, what about these pumpkins? If we turn them around, they just look like food. Cauldron, that's great. Man, I wish I had time and also knew how to 3D model because I would make so much custom content stuff. Oh, I don't want a flagpole. That's not what I wanted. What do we want to put on this shelf? Probably junk, right? Because there's no more plants. Like doing a gourd on top. I mean, we could do a gourd on top if we wanted to. That's all I'm saying. I kind of really like the idea of doing a gourd on top. Let's try and make that happen. I think because we are so limited for space in here, we do have to try and do the... Why am I struggling to find words today? We do have to do the campfire way of doing this instead of taking the walls off again. That's what I meant. But if we can find a way to make the campfire fit. And then just sort of do exactly what we've been doing. Is it silly to put gourds on top of a metal bookshelf like this? Yes. Yes, it is. Ooh, wait, I forgot about these things. And these things. Does this do anything for us? We'll probably want a surgery chair. I mean, if we do end up doing the OR, the surgery chair would be perfect in there. And then this, I'm just checking we can't do like that. Because I would love to have a water pump in here. But I think maybe the water pump goes just outside of it, you know? Although we do need to think about bigger water. Okay, I'm focused. We've got the gourd, and we'll sink this the way we sort of have. Do we want to put other stuff on it? I suppose we could pillar glitch that in after. All right, we got to do this piece by piece, but you know what? We are getting really good at the routine of this. So we're going to grab this. We're going to put it on this bookshelf. And now we're going to sink the whole bookshelf under the gourd. Uh-oh. I mean, not uh-oh. This is going exactly according to plan and is going great. That feels good. Yeah. And now we take all of it and we hope that we have placed the campfire in the right place. No, not quite. It should be closer. Like that. Okay, now we'll quick save. I wonder if Curie being a robot is bringing down the happiness. Okay. There are some places this is going to be happy. But not all. Didn't we learn something about it, like not actually touching all the way? Maybe I just made it touch too close. Yeah, because that plays real nicely in the real ground. And then it doesn't play nice on the campfire. It does there, but it doesn't there. It does there, but it doesn't here. Why is that? Oh, because that's not sunk into the ground. There is sunk into the ground. I really thought we could use these campfires the same way. Somebody else had a different suggestion with pre-sinking a pillar. And to be honest, I wasn't really sure what they were talking about. But we're just going to put a pillar in there. And then you can tell me how wrong I am. We know we can put a pillar on top. Hold up. Here's a question. Do I need the pillar at all? Because if it doesn't need to sink. Okay, I don't want to select a gourd. I want to select the bookshelf. If it doesn't need to sink, can I just grab it? Wow, was I just being silly? Well, maybe not. Let's try getting rid of this and this. And then also ideally the conduit, but I don't think I can grab it yet. Is this worth it to have a gourd on top of a bookshelf? Probably not. How's that? I can't really see. That feels Good. That feels great. Can I get the conduit back now? I really do need the conduit back. Unfortunately, I really need the conduit back. Uh-oh. Is there a different angle I can get it from if I jump? Huh. Okay, conduit. That is a problem. I can't leave it there. We might have to go back to our quick save. Yes, confirm. Because if I can't grab it, we can't just leave it there. I'm okay leaving the, like, poster. Yeah, I don't think I can get that back at all. Uh-oh. I don't think I can put the gourd on top. Yeah, I think we do gourd first. And then we are gonna pillar glitch the bookshelf below the gourd, but we're gonna be careful to not do the conduit too much into it. Why doesn't it want to do that? Like that. How's that? Better? Good? Okay, and now we're under the gourd. And now I can get rid of the post. Can I get rid of the conduit? Yes! Okay. Because now if I can just grab the bookshelf, which it looks like I can. Well, maybe I spoke too soon. No, there we go. Quick save again to save us when we inevitably mess this up. Group select the shelf. That brings the gourd with it. We are on a roll. And now we'll just place it back in place. I forgot that the campfire was going to be back there, but that shouldn't bother us. There we go. There is our gourd on top of a shelf. That's marvelous. That just gives, it just feels like leafy vines coming down. That's wonderful. Is there any other decor we want to do in here? I don't want to do candles under the, oh, maybe I do want to do candles under the gourd. It feels very pretty, but it feels like it would mess up the way the plants grow, right? Whereas we can do an oil lamp right here instead, and that wouldn't mess anything up. And then maybe dead plant out here, like they have the pot to reuse, but they haven't reused it yet. This is marvelous. Is there anything that hangs from the ceiling? I know Far Harbor has buoys that hang from the ceiling. We have these ghosts that hang from the ceiling. Oh, I mentioned using one of these and then I didn't, but I actually think it would be wonderful to have on these shelves because then it looks like it came from the gourd right above. I just want to make sure you can't see the face. Can I bring this closer? Okay, so turn the face to the back. And just like that. Yeah, because you can't really tell. That's marvelous. That's absolutely marvelous. This greenhouse is delightful. That's our hydroponics. Wow. Wow, and that really is, we ran out of time to do anything else because we just did that the whole time. That's hilarious. Let me just store this, get it out of the way because we don't know that that's what we want to be using anyway. But just to sort of show you what I'm thinking, because I really think this is coming together beautifully. Now we could do food and drink, sort of like this. Can I do this? Do I want to do this? Well, if I did, I'll just put it down. Because that way somebody can work here and they have all the fresh food to sort of serve. And I think that's just going to be so marvelous. And my thing too, I'm thinking like, We'll do some dispensers. Oh, help defend Red Rocket. And I'm looking for the cafeteria looking tables that have slots in them. Yeah. So we can fill this with a bunch of food, and we'll have like dispensers out and about. We won't keep this where it is. Obviously, I'm just showing you our sort of next steps. And maybe we would cover this up so it doesn't say bar, but that way it feels like a mess hall. Like this is where you can get the fresh food, and this is very cool. This is very, very, very cool. Thank you so very much for joining me today, the General of the Minutemen, as we work together to make the Commonwealth safer, one settlement at a time. I have a playlist of all these videos. If you liked this one, be sure to give it a thumbs up and let me know in the comments. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down and let me know what I could have done better. Reading the comments is my favorite part of every single week. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a lovely day, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
I got word of a settlement that needs our help. I'll mark the location on your map.